Imagine your 4-year-old saying something like, "I used to live on a little island called Barra. My old name was Shane Robertson. Then I died, but I'm back now. Can you believe that?" That's exactly what happened to the McNeil family in Glasgow, Scotland, and it's wild. Their son, Cameron, was just a little guy, bright, chatty, and totally normal, except for one fascinating detail. From the moment he could string together words, he talked about a past life like it was the most natural thing in the world. He claimed he had another mother, another house, and a whole different life across the sea on Barra, which is part of the beautiful and remote Scottish Outer Hebrides. He painted such vivid pictures of beaches with powdery white sand, airplanes swooping down by the water, and even described his old house, white walls right by the shore, with a playful black and white dog hanging out outside. How incredible is that? At first, his parents laughed it off. Kids have imaginations, but Cameron wouldn't drop it. He said his Barra mum had long brown hair and that his Barra dad was named Shane Robertson, who had died in a car crash. He spoke about how he'd died, how he'd fallen or been hit, but he never seemed scared. It was like he remembered 2 lives and just happened to be living the second one now. His mother, Norma, grew unsettled. He'd never been to Barra. They didn't know anyone from there. Yet Cameron could describe details that seemed too exact. At night, he'd cry, saying he missed his Barra family and wanted to go home. Eventually, she reached out to Dr. Jim Tucker, a child psychiatrist from the University of Virginia, who studied children claiming past life memories, continuing the research of the late Dr. Ian Stevenson, who had documented hundreds of similar cases around the world. Tucker met Cameron when he was 6. The boy still remembered everything: the planes landing on the beach, the family's car, and even the way the house looked inside. So Tucker decided to test it. He and Cameron's family traveled to Barra. When the ferry approached the island, Cameron reportedly became overwhelmed, pointing out places he recognized. He kept saying, "My house is over there, behind the beach." The locals, curious but skeptical, helped them search, and then they found it. A white house near the beach popped up, and it was like a scene straight out of Cameron's memories. Even the view from the windows matched his descriptions perfectly. Can you imagine the excitement? When they started asking around, they uncovered something jaw-dropping. This house used to belong to a family named Robertson. And get this, one of the Robertsons had tragically died in a car accident. No record of a Shane Robertson was found, but the details were so close that everyone, including Dr. Tucker, couldn't help but admit this case was just mind-boggling. How wild is that? Cameron recognized the house instantly. With a huge grin, he exclaimed, "My Barra house! This is it!" You could just feel his excitement, running around like a kid who had finally come home after years away. But then came the moment that really hit hard. When someone mentioned that his Barra mum had passed away years ago, he just went quiet. It was like a switch flipped. After that, he never brought her up again, which was kind of surprising, right? It's like he just tucked those memories away, but they didn't completely vanish. As time went on, those vivid recollections began to fade like a beautiful sunset, softening into a warm glow of nostalgia. By the time he turned 10, he could only recall brief flashes: the beach with its soft, powdery sand, the planes soaring above like giant birds, and the house that felt like home in a way he couldn't quite explain. The once clear certainty he had felt turned into something more like a distant dream, leaving behind a lingering sense of wonder and mystery that just wouldn't go away. Dr. Tucker, who had seen so many cases like Cameron's, mentioned that it is pretty common for kids' past life memories to fade as they hit their teenage years. Isn't that interesting? But what really blows my mind is how Cameron could describe all those specific details about a family he'd never even met, all the way from Glasgow to an island 220 miles away. It's like he had this hidden treasure trove of memories just waiting to be uncovered. Imagine how wild it must feel to have pieces of a life that aren't really yours, but feel so real. So, what do you think? Was it reincarnation? Just a wild coincidence? Or maybe something like cryptomnesia, where our brains pick up bits and pieces of info without us even knowing? It's wild to think about, right? It makes you wonder how many stories are hidden in our minds, waiting to be discovered. But what if there is something even stranger at play here? Something that really challenges how we view identity? It's super fascinating how our past experiences shape who we are today. Just think about it. Every little moment, every relationship, and every memory contributes to our unique selves, doesn't it? It's like we're all walking mosaics, piecing together fragments of our past to create the beautiful picture of who we are now. As Cameron McNeil grew up, he naturally quieted down, drifting away from those vivid memories of Barra. Yet, his incredible journey, dubbed The Boy Who Lived Before, has turned into one of the most captivating reincarnation stories in modern history. The coolest part, it was all captured in real time. Cameras were rolling, facts were being checked, and here was this little boy who genuinely seemed to recall another life. It's like a real-life mystery unfolding right before our eyes. You can't help but feel a spark of curiosity, can you? What do you think? When Cameron was asked how it felt to be born again, he simply said, "I'm not sad. I just miss my other family, but now I've got two." Isn't that just heartwarming? Seriously, can you imagine having such a deep perspective at such a young age? It really makes you think about how life works, doesn't it? Maybe the biggest truth here isn't just that he lived before, but that a part of us always holds onto the memories of where we've been, shaping who we are today. It's like we carry pieces of our past with us, forever intertwined, creating this beautiful tapestry of experiences that define us. Think about it. We all have moments that stick with us, right? Like that favorite childhood memory, or a lesson learned from a tough experience. Stories like Cameron's remind us of the mysteries of life and how connected we all are. It's such a beautiful thought, isn't it? It really makes you wonder about the stories we all carry within us and how they shape our journey. How amazing is that?